welcome to Kojo Films once again. As you know, my name is Kojo, or Michael Kojo Okutu.
I'm Stephen, nice to see you all again. Merry Christmas everyone, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas like us here.
My name is Sean Takunda Murezi, I'm from Zimbabwe.
Today I'm here with my friends, my family. We are doing some little cooking things over here. But it's not just cooking. We are 3 guys from 3 different countries that is going to take over the kitchen today. And we are cooking something special from home.
I'm going to make for you guys some chicken. In English it's rondrana. In Shona we call it Hokuyechi boy, and I think the whole of the world they call it free range chicken. So I've already boiled it and prepared it a little bit, and then right now I'm just going to make some soup and then make it into a whole stew.
So I'll be cooking rice and peas, curry chicken, and also stewed beef. I'll try again. Disclaimer, I am not a chef.
I'm frying tilapia. As you can see, I've marinated them already. Let me just take one so that you guys see how it looks like. It's well marinated. And then after that, I'm going to make the jollof, the controversial jollof. I'm not a chef, so mine is not going to be at the same level with, the top chefs that make jollof.
So welcome to my kitchen, guys. So I've already started and pre-seasoned my meats and stuff. So I have the curry chicken here, using our curry powder back from home. I was fortunate enough to get this from one of our Jamaican colleagues here, Mr. Tavari, aka Shoppy. He helped us out. And I also have my beef here, simmering, marinating, and being ready to cook. This is my curry chicken. I have my potatoes, my carrots, the chicken, and some ginger inside as well, all seasoned and marinated.
So a typical Zimbabwean stew, every time there's always black pepper, and obviously salt, it's the first thing. And then also we have some garlic. We like a lot of garlic. And then this is that should be chili powder. We don't really use a lot of it, but just sometimes, just to make it a bit hot. And then we have paprika powder, and then lastly we have oregano. So we use a lot of herbs sometimes. So we have oregano, rosemary, basil. Yeah.
It's well marinated. I used the paprika powder. I used some herbs, Italian herbs, and then I use salt as well. And then there's one more thing that I used, black pepper. Yeah, black pepper. So I use it to marinate. I marinated in the morning so that as it dries, the sauce and everything goes well into it. And then after that, I'm going to make the jollof, the controversial jollof. But I'm going to do that using a few things that I have here. This is beef. I already steamed it. It's well steamed. So this is the beef. It's well steamed already. I'll fry the beef, and then I will use it to make what we call the tomato sauce. I have a few things from Ghana here. We have the onga. This is the onga that we use for, it's a spice that we use for stew. We also have Maggi. That's the Maggi cube. I think the Ghanaians will know. And then I'll use the ginger and garlic, the basic things to make the sauce. And then I will put the rice in it. I think I'll let you guys know when I start. So that is what I'm going to do today.
So I'll just try to get on the way and make sure I have everything ready. The next thing to do right now, because I'll be starting with the curry chicken, so I'll basically get everything started over here.
So for us, what we'll do is we'll put the vegetables first, and then after we put the vegetables, then we'll put the stew as the last. So we want to make a soup for the stew. So I think I have shown this before.
The roadrunner?
Yeah, the roadrunner. Or free range chicken. So I had boiled it a couple of hours ago. So I boiled it for I think 3 hours, just to make it a little bit softer. So that the whole point is when you eat it, you should just bite and it doesn't. You don't need to struggle to eat it.
So. this really fast. I want to see how it's. Wow. So this is actually not the pepper we eat in Ghana. This is too fine. Like the texture is too smooth. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is chop some tomatoes and then I add in, and then this time I'll take. The reason is this time I'm going to take the seed out of the tomatoes. Yeah. This is really hard. People are going to cry.
That's hard.
It's hard, spicy, very spicy.
I'll be starting with the curry chicken first. Back home, it's very important for us to actually heat the pot first, because some persons, they tend to put the oil and heat the oil again. But for us, or the way I was taught, let me be specific, the way I was taught, you actually heat the pot first. When the pot is hot enough, that is when you add the oil, so that everything can be easily cooked. Also, one of the most important thing also when doing curry, it's a term we called, our terminology for us Jamaicans, burning the curry. The reason for burning the curry is, again, how I was taught. If you don't burn the curry and you just throw the curry into the pot with the oil and everything, you might actually have a runny stomach or an upset stomach. And unfortunately, because I'm in China, I'd have to use the Chinese oil. I'm normally used to my coconut oil or olive oil, so I'll just use the Chinese oil today.
So Christmas in Zimbabwe, this is usually like family time. So a typical Christmas, what would happen is people would celebrate with their family, and then after they celebrate with their family, they would, for the younger generation, that's when they go out, like maybe they're like Christmas parties. But usually, people usually spend it with their immediate family. And I think it's just like every other country, right? Yeah.
So Mike, Mr. Kojo, you were saying Christmas basically starts in October. So
yes, the preparation for Christmas starts in October. There's something we say in Ghana. As soon as we enter the new year and the new year is over, we begin preparation for the Christmas.
Wow.
And the next New Year celebration. We don't waste time. We want to make sure that we are on point, And then I think for everyone, we feel like Christmas is a time when you have achieved something, or you feel like you have done enough in life, and you don't want.
This is what reminds me of Christmas back home. Back home for us, or for me, I would start having my Christmas dinner at my house. I leave from my house, I go to my aunt's house, we leave from there, go to my friend's house, we leave, we just be eating and drinking. So when New Year comes now, everyone's New Year resolution to go to the gym to burn off everything with that. I ain't about that. It's one of, because today is what, 25th for us here?
Yeah.
It's just actually becoming Christmas morning back home, because Jamaica is like 13 hours behind China.
Oh, okay.
So on the 24th we have something called, which is Christmas Eve everywhere, but we have in Mandeville, Manchester, or in most parts of Jamaica, Grand Market Night, where you just go out, have fun. For the younger kids, the parents will take them, buy some toys, gifts, let them spend a couple of hours, then they go back home. The older ones now, like us, or teenagers and even young adults, for me back home, I used to go out like, let's say, 10 in the night. I don't come back home until maybe 10 the next morning, Christmas morning. I leave.
Usually, like, let's say, like, the whole family, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I go to maybe, let's say, Stefan's place. Like, we would decide, like, okay, which family house are we going to be at?
Oh, okay.
And then, like, it depends on how it is, but sometimes you can have, like, a situation whereby people bring food. Like what we are doing, like just bringing food like from different families, or one person will just host the whole thing, and then like and then like they will just cater for everyone. People just drink, have fun. But yeah, like for us, Christmas is like Christian based. So sometimes, depending with the family, some people would actually go like to church in the morning and then like pray and everything.
We use lots of oil. So there are two ways you can fry the fish. You can do deep frying or you can do the light frying. The deep frying, the deep oil frying, the fish goes into the oil, and the whole after it's fried for a while, the whole fish become very brownish. And then the light one, that is if you want the fish to not to be too much. How do we call it? Crispy. Yeah, and then you just do the dry ones. But I'm not leaving. I don't want to use all the oil, so I'll add a little more. And I think I have to wait for like 5 minutes when the oil is like hot, and then I introduce the fish. It's not big enough, so I think we might just do it too. I don't want to do it. Okay.
So we'll now add the bell peppers, green, red, and yellow. So we'll leave these to cook for a bit, and then after we'll add the tomatoes, and then after the tomatoes, maybe like a tablespoon of or 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and that's our soup. Oh, and also the spices. So we can start off with some onion, ginger, garlic, just to add a bit of spice. Yeah. Since we're not putting like the actual garlic inside, and then we'll also put a bit of black pepper cloves. So most of our soups, they are usually like tomato based. That's like the base of the soup, and then you add like the other vegetables. So most of the time, if you're going to have a stew made by a Zimbabwean, there will definitely be like mostly tomato, whether it's curry or anything. They will put a lot of tomatoes. Yeah. Looking good, and just make it a bit crisp, and then that should be it. That should be it, and then add back the stew and the broth, and then that's.
Christmas in Ghana is crazy. Christmas in Ghana is crazy. Actually, we start Christmas way before the time comes. The reason is that in Ghana we have the tradition of buying new stuff. People buy new cars, people paint their homes, people build new houses. They want everything to be ready before the Christmas day comes. And so we start celebrating Christmas we start preparing for Christmas somewhere in October to make sure that we meet the deadline for
October.
Yes, October, yeah.
You guys are worse than Americans. At least they have Thanksgiving. Americans have Thanksgiving November.
Yeah, if you need to finish the refurbishing or renovating your house, you need to do it as fast as you can. And if you need to save some money to buy some new cars or something, Ghanaians are really observing new things during Christmas. I think it's one of our things. This time around, let's say in the past 5 years, we are more into concert shows, and so the musicians we have like as I'm talking now, I think for the past 3 days, almost every musician has a concert, from Kelvin Boy, Stone Boy, R2Bs, Kusiata, Black Sheriff. Everyone came. Promise, the Promised Land show, the Beam concerts by Stone Boy, the Sarkodie's annual Rapaholic show.
Make sure you get everything.
How long will it take?
Normally for me, because I like to cook, at first I'll cook on a high flame, And after a high flame, I go to medium or low. So normally for me, around half an hour, depending if you're continuing monitoring. Because it's chicken, chicken cooks quickly. And this is one of the quickest meals we normally do back home. Because normally, right now, normally this creates a rift back home. Because normally curry chicken is cooked with white rice. But you also have those that love curry chicken and rice and peas. So there's a division in our country. Me, I like both, so it's okay for me. Yes, actually, because this is one of the first meals every Jamaican boy home should know how to cook curry chicken.
Wow. What do you eat it with?
I normally eat curry chicken with, let's say, yam and dumplings, or rice and peas, plain rice, or let's take the Indian way of having like roti. I think maybe in China we call it almost like pancake, those beans. Yeah. So those are my favorite to eat it with.
Like the whole vibe, but worse with us, like sometimes people from like different countries, they come, like our like Zimbabweans who are coming from other countries, you know, like maybe from the UK.
Oh, they come back home from diaspora.
Yeah, most of them they come back home, like since sometimes maybe you're not able to go with your family there. So like they come and then like, you know, visit. So you'll be just seeing people having fun, like most of the time. There will be parties, and we have this thing whereby like, actually it's funny that Stefan's country, like some Jamaican artists, they come during the festive season, like for like big shows.
Oh, for shows, concerts and stuff.
Yeah. So like we have had like a lot of Jamaican artists.
Wow.
Yeah, like for myself, actually, I went to see Chris Martin, Romain Virgo, Capleton. What did I see? Is it Sizzler or?
Yeah, for us, as I'm talking now, Busy Signal is in Ghana.
It's in Ghana.
That's their home. Popcorn is there.
Yeah,
all of them, they're already home. Yeah, always.
Especially since you collab with Burna Boy.
Yeah. The black. Please give me the black thing. Yeah, the one. Thank you. Thank you. This fish is naughty. It doesn't want to come up.
Said you already killed me. What more do you want?
This also. This is also done. So, let me take this first, and then I'll put it here. And then we have one more. We need to put back.
Michael, are you going to use the board?
What?
Are you going to use the board?
This board? The board? No. I'm done with it.
I just want to
Just wash my hands. Oh, okay. Okay, let me put the other one in this. Do you miss home?
Do I miss home?
Yeah, especially like festive seasons like this.
This is a tough one. I would say I miss my family and friends, yes. But Jamaica, the vibes, yes, I do miss, but to say miss home, for me, home is where the heart is, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Back Jamaica is just for my family and friends the most, really.
So it's 50-50?
Yeah, 50-50.
Sean, you miss home?
I do.
How much?
A lot. Like
more than 100.
Maybe 1,000. For me, like like what Stefan said, home is where the heart is. And for me, I'm actually like, I am grateful and fortunate that I have like siblings who are here. So like, it's for me, I already have a little home here. And besides missing my parents, I do really miss them a lot. But let's say if there's anything, like if I want to feel like I'm home, besides my my partner and everything, I can call my sister, I can call Sheldon, I can call Stacy, and can.
You feel lucky, yeah?
Yeah, I feel lucky. I can actually talk to someone who, no matter what, they will not judge me. They will just see me as the person that they grew up with and try to, do all of that.
Right.
But yeah, back to Christmas. Yeah.
It reminds me of my cooking class at my work. The kids will be driving me crazy. Yeah, no, I am finished. Now it's up to the other two chefs. But as I said, everyone in the disclaimer, I am not a chef.
Oh, the chef.
And the hospital is nearby. As I was asking earlier, Ghana versus Nigeria.
Ghana jollof every day, every time, always. We need to stir to make sure that we have the softness everywhere. Because usually some parts will be softer than the other part. And we also want to make sure that the sauce that you use is well balanced. And then you have everywhere, tasting good. And also sometimes because of the salt, you want to make sure that every part has the same amount of or quantity of salt. You don't want to taste one side that is salty and then the other side is not salty. Yeah. Back here, we are almost done with our banku stroke sada. How do you call it in Jamaica? Do you eat this in Jamaica?
You guys have something in this?
No.
Not even.
No. Because I said if you didn't keep adding, you would just turn it into porridge. Cornmeal porridge.
Oh, so you guys eat a cornmeal porridge?
Cornmeal porridge.
Okay, I think I will try to put it in the plastic rubber. Yeah. You put it here this way. You do it this way. You hold the middle of the rubber. You bend this, and then you turn it this way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the rubber is a little bit smaller, so we get this coming out. So in that case, you just do this, and then you use this part to put here, and then and then we are done. Where is the bowl? So our first one is done. Yeah, first one is done. So guys, how was the cooking?
Lots of work.
That's good.
Lots of work. How many hours did you spend? It's 7:25 now. So almost 3 hours, yeah?
3 hours.
Yeah, it's okay. So guys, we are finally done. Forgive me, I have COVID. Are you guys good? Yeah. So we are finally done. It's time for us to test the food. I am Michael, as I introduced myself earlier. So I made banku and tilapia, fried tilapia with chili sauce, with some onions and tomato. And then I also make jollof rice. The famous jollof rice, or the popular jollof rice. This one is from West Africa, but from Ghana. So what did you make?
I made Road Runner.
Yeah, the Road Runner, yeah. The Road Runner has been running through the kitchen.
Yeah, so unfortunately I didn't manage to make the salsa, but
It's the same thing that I did.
It's
the same thing, yeah.
So, like,
guys, so it's like we all eat like the same kind of food, yeah.
so
The
it's
same kind of
similar,
food.
so
You
I-
are Sean.
Yeah, Sean, by the
okay.
way. Yeah.
Your name
And for Stephen did rice and peas, stewed beef, curry chicken, and also coleslaw.
Yeah, I want to eat that curry chicken. The color looks nice.
But as I said in the disclaimer earlier, I am not a chef.
Are you a chef?
No.
Okay, I'm not a chef.
hospital
We are not
right there.
chefs. All right, so yeah, so thanks a lot for being a part of us. We wish you Merry Christmas, and especially for Kojo Films. I've seen massive improvement this year, and I would like to say thank you to everybody who has supported me. There are so many people: Sean, Stefan, Stacy, Tasha, Tandy, Sheldon. I can't mention names. A lot of guys. Eric is also there. So many people that have supported me. Pablo, Emmanuel, also one of the guys that have been posting my videos, my links, sending everywhere. God bless you and have a Merry Christmas. You want to tell them something about Merry Christmas?
As usual, Merry Christmas everyone, and also have a prosperous New Year when it comes as well.
Okay. When it comes.
When it comes.
Okay, hopefully soon. Any Merry Christmas message? Last message.
Yeah, the same thing.
What's the same thing?
Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has a great time and they enjoy it with the people that they love.
Amen. All right. See you some other time then. Bye bye.